Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and we continue to have this flood watch that is in place for south central, and western Siskiyou County. It goes until 5 p.m. as there are still those evacuation warnings in place for areas adjacent to the McKinney burn scar. So we're going to continue to have more heavy rainfall flowing through this area. In fact, all of our inland areas will at the very least see another 1/10 of an inch of rain, but we could get upwards of 2 more inches of rain in the Mount Shasta City area. And this does not include the rainfall that fell yesterday, and this runs through tonight. So still a long way to go, and you can see that the atmospheric river just continues to pelt southern Oregon and northern California with rain and snow, although snow right now is happening in elevations above 4,500 to 5,000 feet. So a little bit later in the day, going to get some very heavy moisture that will continue to surge from the south towards the north. And so this is the time we get to dinner time. It is going to be very messy across the map, except for in Curry County. We start to clear out there, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel in portions of Josephine County too. And then by the time we get to midnight, you can see this atmospheric river races off towards the east, and we will be dry for most areas. We will have a few showers that'll linger into Wednesday morning, but I think most of us are probably going to wake up with some sunshine. We'll have plenty of sunshine for the rest of the day on Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll have even more. It's going to be even warmer, a beautiful spring-like day that I think a lot of us have been waiting on. Snow levels today right around 4,500 to 5,000 to 5,500 feet, but then dropping overnight down to around 1,000 feet. So we could see a snow flurry or two within some of our lower elevations like Grants Pass, Merlin, Rogue River, Medford, but do not bank on any accumulations at all. Speaking of some of those snowfall totals, here's some of those projections through tonight, and we could have upwards of maybe another 4 to 6 inches at Crater Lake, at Lake of the Woods, at Siskiyou Summit, but I think we're starting to get on the tail end of some of the heavier snow. And also we could have a few inches on Oregon 140 too, so that could be a bit of a slick commute, but I'd be very surprised if we had snow chains or any road closures. So for today, continuing to see the impacts from the atmospheric river. It's going to be wet. It is going to be chilly with temperatures across the map in the 30s and 40s, and winds won't be nearly as big of a factor today as they were for yesterday. It'll still be a little bit breezy along the coast, but then as this atmospheric river surges towards the east, winds will start to pick up for the east side and also for the Cascades. And we do have a wind advisory that's in place for this evening for Klamath and Lake counties, as some of those winds could gust upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. So wind chill is going to be pretty tough over here as air temperatures are going to be in the teens, but we'll likely have some wind chills that'll end up being in the single digits. Temperatures in our west side valleys in the 20s and 30s, mid 40s there along the coast. But here's the good news, folks. We're finally going to see some drier weather for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday. Yes, shower chances return this weekend, but that system is looking like it's going to be on the weaker side. Snow levels will be a little bit lower, though, between 3,000 to 5,000 feet. But first, we get to experience Thursday. Thursday is going to be the saving grace in all of this. It's going to be warm. It's going to be sunny. I know those folks in Siskiyou County are certainly waiting on a dry and warm day. After the few weeks we've had, we deserve it. For the east side, we're also going to see some sunshine and some warmer conditions for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we do have that chance for a wintry mix to return starting on Saturday. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, continuing to get waves of wet weather through the next 7 days. So the snowpack is still sitting in a pretty good spot because of that. And then for the Rogue Valley, rain likely for today, drying out for Wednesday and Thursday. My goodness, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, Thursday's looking better and better as we kind of go through this pattern. I didn't expect it to be so rainy today in the Rogue Valley, and I think that just kind of needs to be said, because even though we don't have flood watches in place anywhere aside from Northern California, it's still dangerous. The roads are slippery and they're wet right now.
They're wet, they're a little bit oily, so you got to take it slow. We always put emphasis on icy roadways and snow-packed roadways, but all it takes is a little bit of anything wet on the pavement and it becomes dangerous. So excellent point.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just trying to keep up with you.
Of course.
Thanks, Josh.